Hello everyone. Today we are going to go over the new Gladinet Cloud Enterprise Installer. And as you can see here, if you right click, you can see the installer size is 7 meg. It's a much smaller installer size. And the reason for that is because we turned that into an all-in-one web-based installer. So remember in the past, you need to set up the .NET 4 and set up the ASP.NET and everything. So now it's going to do all that for you. So you just need to select which edition you want to use. You use the enterprise package for the single tenant, one single enterprise, or use the service provider multiple tenant one. And then after that, it's going to ask you if you want to use the all-in-one installation, like including the SQL Server Express and everything, or use the like a SQL Server off the machine. So now here's the installation part. Remember in the past, the .NET 4, the ASP.NET, you can prepare all that through the Microsoft Web Platform Installer. But now the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise Installer is going to do that for you. So that's why the web installer is so small, 7 meg. So it's going to bootstrap and set up all these .NET 4, set up the ASP.NET, and set all the turn on the correct switches and settings to get the platform ready. And after that, it's going to download the right package. Remember, one of the wizard screen we had was to select whether or not you want to use the single enterprise package or use the multi-tenant service provider package. So now the installer is downloading the correct package to install. So initially it's 7 meg, but now it's downloading the 128 meg installer file. So it's going to take a while to sit and wait for it to finish, but it's much more automatic, right? You can just use the installer to start from beginning. So hope, through click, and next, and everything will be ready momentarily. So now the file has been downloaded, and then now it's going to do the installation. So remember, in the past, there's lots of manual work, such as there's many installation screens you need to go through for the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise or the service provider package. So now that's all consolidated into one streamlined installer. So including the base OS components such as the .NET to all the way to the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise package, everything included in a streamlined operation. You're going to see the check marks, from the top to the bottom, one after each other, are going to be checked, and then after that, the installation will be done. And after the installer is installed, then there will be some configuration work. Just configure the web application. So remember, the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise was built on top of the Microsoft Web Platform, the Windows Server, the .NET, and the ASP.NET, like SQL Server Express, the whole Microsoft stack. So now after the installation, a reboot is required. So we just get the server to reboot, and then it's running inside a virtual machine. And that's what we will be recommending. Run the software in a virtual machine, so it's much easier to scale up if you need to have a multi-server cluster. Having virtual machines are much easier to insert nodes into the solution and scale the solution up. So now the different services are starting. So there is an administrator configuration screen that's going to pop up, so just wait for that screen to show up. And before that, you're going to see all these Microsoft Server Manager configuration page showing up. You just kind of click them away. So now here's the Gladinet part, right? The software has been installed through a streamlined operation, and now you just need to some information you have to manually configure that, right? So who you are, who's the cluster admin, and admin password. So you can get all those information ready for the instance to run. And the user manager, you can select the default user manager or the active directory. So if you are a single enterprise, more than likely you are already having an active directory in-house and you can connect to it. So now this part is select the storage part, right? So for this demonstration purpose, I'm just going to use the simplest form of storage, which is a folder on a C drive. Or you can pick a file server UNC path. You can pick cloud storage. Cloud storage could be private cloud storage, such as OpenStack, or public cloud storage, such as Amazon S3. And now there are several quick start guide, that tutorial page that you can quickly go through, and it shows you the different kind of big directions you can go to after the solution is up. And as you can see from the screen, the solution is up already, right? So you are in this web-based portal, so you're seeing the web client first. And you can always download all the different native clients later on to connect to your Gladinet Cloud Enterprise. And you can always click the management console, the web-based management console, to further customize the solution. But at this point, the solution is up and running. So later on, you may need to turn the SSL on, turn the HTTPS on, and download the clients, the Windows client, the Mac client, the mobile clients to connect to your instance here. So everything is ready for you. And as you can see here, the evaluation time is pretty long. It doesn't say how long, but it's like a year, so very long evaluation time for you. So to make sure you can test it out everything and make sure everything runs smoothly. Thank you.